Let me ask you a bold question. What if you never had to trade your time for money again? Not because you hit the lottery, not because you married rich, but because you made intentional decisions to build a life of freedom on your own terms. That's not a fantasy. That's wealth done right. And in today's video, you're going to discover the 10 most powerful assets that make people rich and free permanently. These are not the get-rich-quick gimmicks. These are strategic, proven assets that quietly build millionaires while the rest of the world is stuck working 9-to-5 jobs they hate. And no, you don't need to be born into wealth. You don't need a finance degree. What you need is knowledge, consistency, and a willingness to build while others waste time. This isn't just a video. It's a roadmap, a blueprint followed by self-made millionaires, online entrepreneurs, investors, and everyday people who decided enough is enough. Each of the 10 assets we're about to explore is unique. Some grow slowly, some can explode overnight, some require capital, others require only creativity, but they all share one thing in common. They make you money, whether you're working or not. Your journey to financial freedom starts now. Let's dive in. Asset 1, income-producing real estate. Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. Will Rogers, imagine waking up on the first of every month to multiple rent payments deposited into your account, like clockwork. This isn't a fantasy. It's the reality of people who invest in income-producing real estate, one of the most powerful and proven paths to long-term wealth. But here's the secret most don't know. Real estate doesn't just make you money in one way. It makes you money in 5 ways, simultaneously. Let's break those down. Cash flow. This is the profit you earn after paying for all the property's expenses. Mortgage, property taxes, insurance, repairs, and maybe a property manager. If done right, every rental unit you own puts cold, hard cash in your pocket every single month. Appreciation. Over time, property values tend to rise. Historically, the average appreciation rate in the U.S. has hovered around 3 to 5% per year. Buy a $250,000 property now. It could be worth $375,000 in 10 to 15 years, and you don't have to lift a finger for that to happen. Loan pay down. This is the silent wealth builder. When you use a mortgage to buy a rental, your tenants are essentially paying off that loan for you. Every month, as they pay rent, your mortgage balance goes down. That means your net worth automatically goes up without you doing any extra work. Tax advantages. The tax system rewards real estate investors. You can deduct depreciation, mortgage interest, maintenance costs, travel related to your property, and more. In fact, many real estate investors legally pay little to no income tax because the system is designed to encourage property ownership. Leverage. This is where things get really exciting. Let's say you put 20% down on a $300,000 property that's $60,000. But appreciation, cash flow, and loan paydown are calculated on the full $300,000 value. This is leveraged growth. You're using the bank's money to build your own wealth. Here's a quick real-world scenario. You buy a duplex. You live in one unit, rent out the other. Your tenant covers most or all of the mortgage. Fast forward 3 years, you save up and repeat the process with another property. Within a decade, you own 4 units, all generating consistent income. You're not just a landlord, you're financially independent. Even if you stop buying property, the ones you already own continue to appreciate, generate cash flow, and get paid off by others. You literally build wealth in your sleep. Asset 2, dividend-paying stocks. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Warren Buffett. Not everyone wants to be a landlord, and that's okay. If you prefer a more hands-off approach to building wealth with 0 property maintenance, no tenants, and no dealing with late-night repair calls, then dividend-paying stocks might be your best friend. These are shares of companies that distribute a portion of their profits to shareholders, typically every quarter. Here's why they're powerful. Passive income stream. Once you own shares in dividend-paying companies, you start receiving regular cash payments. These payments hit your account whether you work, travel, sleep, or binge-watch Netflix. Compound growth. Reinvest your dividends. And you buy more shares. More shares mean bigger future dividends. This snowballs into compound interest, one of the most powerful forces in wealth creation. Historical resilience. There's a group of companies called dividend aristocrats, and these are businesses that have increased their dividend payouts every year for at least 25 consecutive years, through recessions, pandemics, inflation, and war. These companies are stable, boring, and brilliant for passive income, liquidity, and flexibility. Unlike real estate, which can take weeks or months to sell, dividend stocks can be bought or sold in seconds. Minimal time commitment. You don't need to actively manage dividend stocks like you would a business or property. Set it, forget it, and let your wealth grow quietly in the background. Let's say you build a $100,000 portfolio of dividend stocks yielding 4% annually. That's $4,000 per year, or about 333s a month coming in without doing anything. Now imagine scaling that to $500,000 over time. That's $20,000 a year in passive income. And here's the bonus. Many of these stocks also grow in value over time, giving you capital gains on top of the income. With the right mix of reinvestment and consistency, dividend-paying stocks can quietly make you rich without ever leaving your house. Asset 3. Online businesses. Want the ultimate blend of freedom, scalability, and creativity? Start an online business. From e-commerce stores to dropshipping, affiliate marketing, digital product sales, the internet gives you unlimited access to buyers, 24/7. The barrier to entry lower than ever. The potential for profit higher than ever. You could create a digital course based on what you know. Sell niche products via Shopify or Etsy. Once built, these businesses can run with systems and automation. Emails go out automatically. Orders get fulfilled. And guess what? You can be sipping coffee on a beach while it all happens. Online business is a modern wealth engine, and unlike a 9-to-5, it works for you while you sleep. Asset 4. Intellectual property. Imagine getting paid every time someone reads your book, watches your video, listens to your song, or licenses your invention. That's the power of intellectual property. You create once and get paid repeatedly. Whether it's self-publishing a book, licensing software, selling stock photos, or owning a viral piece of content, your creativity becomes a money-printing asset. In the digital age, IP is gold. Platforms like Amazon KDP, Spotify, Shutterstock, or app stores allow creators to earn forever without active labor. The sooner you create something with residual value, the sooner you own a slice of infinite leverage. Asset 5. Private equity or angel investing. Some of the best investments you'll ever make are in people, not just products. Imagine getting in early before the headlines, before the IPO, before the world catches on. That's the thrilling world of private equity and angel investing, where you don't just invest in companies, you invest in the next big thing. Let's break it down. What is angel investing? Angel investors are individuals, often entrepreneurs or professionals, who invest their own money into early-stage startups. These are companies that are usually too small or too risky for banks or traditional venture capital firms. They might have a prototype, a beta version, or just a killer idea with a strong team behind it. And they need one thing: capital to grow. In exchange for your money, you receive equity, ownership in that company. If the startup succeeds, that small stake can turn into life-changing returns. Example, if you had invested just $50 in Uber during its seed round, your stake would have been worth over $25 million when the company went public. Yes, that's the dream scenario, and it doesn't happen every time. But angel investing is where ordinary people get extraordinary access. What is private equity? While angel investing targets early startups, private equity usually refers to buying into more established businesses, often in need of restructuring, capital infusion, or strategic scaling. Private equity firms or investors might buy undervalued companies, improve operations, increase cash, then sell the company at a higher value. Think of it like flipping a business instead of a house. These deals often happen off Wall Street, behind closed doors. That's why they've traditionally been reserved for the ultra-wealthy. But things are changing. You can now invest in startups and private companies with as little as $100 or $1,000. It's financial democratization. and the upside is wild. Why the wealthy love private investments. Here's what makes this asset class so attractive to wealthy individuals and institutions. Asymmetrical risk to reward. You might lose your entire investment, yes, but you could also 10x or 100x your money if the company succeeds. It's high risk, but for a small portion of your portfolio, it's worth it. Diversification. Private equity behaves differently from public stocks or real estate. It doesn't move based on the S&P 500. That makes it a great way to balance your overall wealth-building strategy. Impact and influence. You're not just throwing money at a stock ticker. You're helping real people build real businesses. And in many cases, you can advise, support, and mentor these founders. You get to shape the future and profit from it. Real-life scenario. Let's say you discover a sustainable clothing brand. They have a passionate team, a working product, and early traction. You invest $1,000 for a small slice of equity. 2 years later, they explode on TikTok. A major retailer wants to buy them out. Your $1,000 becomes $20,000. Or they go public and your equity is now worth 50x. It's a long game. It's not liquid. And yes, many startups fail. But when they hit big. Private equity and angel investing aren't for everyone. You need patience, you need risk tolerance, and you need to do your homework. But this is where generational wealth is built. It's how venture capitalists, insiders, and the ultra-wealthy multiply their fortunes while the rest of the world watches from the sidelines. Now, thanks to technology, you don't have to sit on the sidelines anymore. You can get in the game. You can become the angel someone else is praying for and profit when their dreams become reality. Asset 6. High-yield savings and bonds. This one's not flashy, but it's foundational. Cash is not trash if it's stored smartly. High-yield savings accounts, treasury bonds, I-bonds, and CDs can generate 4 to 6% returns safely. You're not getting rich here. You're preserving wealth, beating inflation, creating emergency buffers. And in downturns, cash becomes king. Smart investors park a portion of wealth here so they're ready to strike when opportunity knocks. Asset 7. REITs, real estate investment trusts. Want real estate income without buying property? REITs are your answer. These are companies that own income-producing real estate malls, apartments, hospitals, and pay out most of their profits as dividends. You buy shares. They do the rest. No tenants, no maintenance, just income. REITs offer diversification, liquidity, and high yield. Think of it as the lazy person's real estate empire. Asset 8. Peer-to-peer lending banks aren't the only ones who can lend money. Platforms like Lending Club, Prosper, or Mintos allow you to lend your money to others and earn interest. You act like a mini bank. Spread your money across borrowers. Earn 5 to 10% returns. Yes, there's risk, but the potential is real. When done wisely, you earn solid returns and help others at the same time. Asset 9. Royalties from licensing. Got a patent, song, design, or brand idea? License it. Companies will pay you to use your intellectual property, and you get royalties without lifting a finger. It's how artists, inventors, and entrepreneurs create endless income streams. Think of George Foreman. Made more from the grill than from boxing. One idea, one deal, lifelong cash flow. Asset 10 yourself skills and personal brand. This might surprise you, but the greatest asset of all is you. Your ability to learn high-income skills, copywriting, sales, coding, trading, media buying, storytelling, and leverage them will always outperform any stock. Add a personal brand to it, you become unstoppable. People buy from people. People trust people. If you build influence, you attract opportunities, clients, partnerships, and cash flow. Every skill you master compounds over time. You want a wealthy life? Build the version of you that can create it. And no economy, no market, no boss can take that away. There you have it. 10 powerful assets that make people rich and free. Some are fast, some are slow, some are passive, some need sweat equity, but every single one is a step away from the rat race. Here's your challenge. Pick one, just one, and go deep. Most people dabble in all 10 and master none. Winners master one, then stack the others. If you found this video valuable, subscribe for more. Your freedom is one asset away. Make the move. Let's build wealth together.